All right, another good sunset here in the Concho Valley with a good flash of those pinks and oranges right before sunset, and then we make our way into those cooler and colder temperatures. Now, if a lot of people around town have been stopping and talking to me, we're going to be talking about a lot of this El Nino season. You know, I've been talking about those dry conditions, even though that holiday season is here. And we talk about those temperatures where we did see those go down below that 40-degree mark into those lower 30s. Now we're jumping up into those 70s. It's a 34-degree jump, letting us know that's a lot of dry air and cold air as it makes its way over us. That clear condition really allowing us to warm up. Now we're cooling off just as quick back down into those 40s. We could drop back down into those 30s because we've been dropping a lot lower than those temperatures have been predicted because the air pretty cold when it's coming down from those mountains with that snow. 46 right now in San Angelo. Everybody else joining us in those mid-40s. And when we look across the entire region, we're seeing those colder conditions off to the east with a few warm pockets here and there, 50 in Eden and so on. And we look across the rest of the nation, we can really see those warmer temperatures following a lot of this severe weather we've been tracking, making its way across the Gulf Coast. We're starting to get a better idea of what things are going to look like as far as temperatures and rainfall for this month. We're looking at those above normal temperatures really along the Mississippi River Valley, but here in West Texas, we could be a couple degrees warmer. In fact, today is a good example, so this is why I'm bringing it up, because we're looking at that average rainfall. Tomorrow is going to be our best opportunity to see a little bit of rain in the morning for quite a while, for at least a week. When we're looking at some of that predicted rainfall, we are looking at above average rainfall for parts of the Gulf Coast, really targeting a lot of those drier conditions. Again, seeing Louisiana in pretty much that severe area, but that little cup right there, the Concho Valley falls into it. They're out of those severe drought-like conditions. When we look at where the moisture is following, it's following along those drought-like conditions. Now, we're going to watch a cold front push some of that dry air through, but they definitely need some of those stormier conditions, and then we're going to watch the return of that cold air into the Concho Valley, but it's not going to cool us off that much. Remember, we're expected to see warmer than normal temperatures. Now, we're looking at the severe weather outlook, and when we look at the radar, it's really just going off there in Louisiana, seeing flash flooding, severe weather, and a lot more warnings being issued. But this quick line making its way across the Concho Valley, that's that good sunset we saw. This same frontal system moving its way through is going to give us a good opportunity to see a little bit of rainfall again tomorrow morning before things really clear up. By about Saturday morning, we're going to see a few of it make its way through and then quickly push its way off to the east where those clear conditions are really just going to lock themselves in, and that's going to keep us in the 70s. So it's going to be a great but dry weekend, and we keep talking about this El Nino season coming around and becoming more and more prevalent. And in fact, as we start to make our way later into the week, we could see El Nino come back, similar conditions that we saw this summer. But now let's focus on those clear conditions, dropping us down into those 40s, if not a bit cooler. By tomorrow, again, still seeing a good opportunity for some AM rain before by midday it pushes off and pushes us into the 70s. Again, we're going to continue to see that warm southerly wind coming up from the south, and that's pretty much going to do it for the entire weekend. Steven's going to take a closer look at some of those conditions this weekend, but as we continue to see them stay in the 70s with those clear skies, really going to be great to get out there and really knock out any of those holiday errands, really get set up for the holidays. I know my home, definitely, we decked the halls. While we continue to see those lows go from those 30s into those 40s and up into those 50s. Stay tuned. We'll have more at the break. You're watching KSAN News at 10.